Thank you very much. Did you enjoy the first act? The good news is that it's only the beginning. We still have a lot of cantata left for you. You know, I mentioned that the Christmas cantata was performed in 40 countries around the world. But they have performed at places like Madison Square Garden in New York. They performed at the Sydney Opera House in Australia, and also throughout different countries like Vienna and all over Europe. However, more impressive are some of the other places that they performed. This year, the Gracias Choir has performed in 6 countries in Africa. Now, when they perform, it is always free for the people who are listening. So actually, they performed this year in a country called Côte d'Ivoire, which is on the west coast of Africa. This year, they had a huge civil war, and many of the young people who attended the Christmas cantata were also attending the International Youth Fellowship World Camp. So many of these young people, college students, had lost their families, lost their houses, lost their lives. But when they came to the World Camp and listened to the messages of the International Youth Fellowship, the founder, Pastor Otsupar, and also the Gracias Choir performed for the students for free every morning and every evening. And on the last day, they performed the Christmas cantata for the young people there. You know, when I attended this as well, one of the things I felt that was really moving in my heart was many of these students came with my loss, with my sorrow and despair on their faces. But as they listened to the message, the International Youth Fellowship World Camp, and as they also listened to the music of the Gracias Choir, I could see that their hearts and faces were changing from that of despair to that of hope, and to that of even joy on their faces. And what I felt was, wow, you know, the music of the Gracias Choir is just more than music, but it's also a tool that helps heal people, that delivers a special message. You know, many people ask me, why do you have the Christmas cantata when it isn't Christmas? So maybe some of you are asking the same question. Well, we have the Gracias Christmas cantata throughout the year. I mean, the best way to illustrate this is to give you a story that I once heard that happened in England. A long time ago in England, there was a man named Joe Smith, who owned a store, but he used to be a soldier in the Queen's Army. But he had deserted the army and ran away before they went to war. So as you know, this is an act of treason, and if caught, he is punishable by death. So for many years, he changed his name, he tried to live a quiet life, always hiding, always afraid that someone was going to discover who he was. So he would never go to social events, he would never go to concerts, never go to operas in case someone might recognize him. And for many years of his life, he lived quietly and in despair. But then one person found him and knew who he was and came to his door and says, Joe, do you remember me? He says, do I know you? Yes, I was in the same unit as you were when you deserted us. You know what? I see that you're making a good life for yourself. So here's the deal. I'll keep your secret if you give me a crown. Well, I don't have that much money. Joe, what's money among friends? If you want me to keep the secret, just pay me. So every week, this man would come to his store and force Joe to give him a crown. This became very difficult for him. Not only did he live in fear of other people recognizing him, but now he had to be persecuted and was always oppressed by this one person who would come every week and take his money. But then one day, this letter found his store. When he opened the letter, he looked at it, it was from the Queen Victoria. So he thought, oh my God, did they discover who I am? Did they find out where I've been hiding? Is this a letter telling me that you're under arrest? But when he read the letter, it said, Queen Victoria would like to grant all former soldiers accused of treason and accused of abandoning the army full pardon if they go to the post office and register. So he thought, oh God, are they tricking us? Are they trying to send us this letter to say, if you come, they will catch you? So he thought, what should I do? And all night, he couldn't sleep, thinking about, what should he do? Should he go and register? Or should he continue and hide?
Where'd they go? Did they go find him? Yeah. Oh no. Left.